So we are on the way to charge my car, my 2016 Tesla X P90d. I've got about 114,000 miles on the car, having serious charging rate issues. It's taking typically about twice as long as it should be to charge the car. I had the car in the Tesla service. They had it for a month. They replaced the rear motor and some other items, said that was the cause of the problem. The initial bill for that I had gotten, because everything has to be done through the app, was, like you saw in the beginning, $3,200 in change. And I'm going to explain the breakdown of all of that and what the ultimate bill ended up being through Tesla. Right now, heading to the charging station, and we're going to see what the charge rate is at. I'm about 17% right now. I wanted to get close to 10% before we actually start to charge. And I think I'm going to charge it all the way up to like 90%. And we're going to see how long that's going to take. Getting into the charging station with 10%. This is a 250 kilowatt charging station. Not that it makes a difference with just generation car, especially since the charging station is empty. It's saying that it will take 45 minutes for it to get there. I'm going to set my timer on my phone for 45 minutes. But we'll check the progress probably every 10 minutes or so. Right now I'm at 104 kilowatts for charging rate, 106, going up a little bit, 107. Let's see what it tops out at. I think that's the max, the 118 kilowatts. We're just below 35 minutes. The charge rate is now down to 104 kilowatts with 37%. And it's saying we have 35 minutes left to get to that 90%. Which would stay pretty accurate if that charge rate stayed up. But 102, very soon it's going to be below 100 and keep dropping dramatically, unfortunately, after that. See where we're going here with this. 39%, I'm at 100 kilowatts. $99. At 40%, I've dropped below that 100 kilowatt, and I'm at 99 kilowatts. Okay, timer says now 25 minutes remaining from when we started from the 45, so it's been 20 minutes. It's saying we have 25 minutes remaining, so that's still saying accurate. We're down to 78%. I'm sorry, we're down to 78 kilowatts on the charge rate with 56%, which is pretty slow. So we'll keep going and see what happens. Timer is now at 15 minutes remaining. Car is indicating 20 minutes, and we're down to 37 kilowatts for charging at only 67%. 36 kilowatts at 67%. And like I said, it should only be 15 minutes, now 14 and a half minutes. It's saying 20 minutes. We'll check back in another 10 minutes. So now my timer is saying about 5 minutes. We're at 73%, and it's still saying 20 minutes, indicating for charge time left. And 34 kilowatts for charging. It's bouncing between 33 and 34 kilowatts for charging. In reality right now, rather than being at 34 kilowatts charging for 74%, it should be at least 70 kilowatts charging. So about twice what I'm at right now. And like I said, still indicating 20 minutes left when really it should be less than 5 minutes. Oh, I just changed to 15 minutes left at 74%. Okay, timer's going off, so it's been the full 45 minutes. I reset it, see how much longer it's going to take. It's indicating 13 minutes left with 77%, so we've only gone up a percent or two. It's still at 35 kilowatts charging. So let's see how long it's going to take now for us to get up to that 90%. So the charging stopped at 87%. It took 62 minutes to get to there, though it was only supposed to take 45 minutes. So it took a little bit longer, and it still actually didn't even get to the 90%. So it's going to go back into the Tesla dealership in a couple of days. Hopefully they'll be able to work out the problem. What does all of this mean? Does it mean I don't like Teslas anymore, or my Tesla? Not at all. I'm confident that they will work out the issue. I use that car for travel a lot. The last long trip I took to Ohio should have taken about 3 hours of charging or less. It took almost double that. So that's a problem. And that was after getting it fixed. I brought it in with the complaint of the charging rate and showed them some documentation. They were very, very confident that they had fixed the problem. That original estimate of $3,200 and change, I will have to be fair to say that $700 of that is for parts for front end body issues that I had caused. So I repaired that myself. So take away $700, and that was the cost of initially what they quoted me what the repairs were going to be. Once they got the car fixed, like I said, they had it for about a month. They gave me a rental car for the first week, and after that, I had a Tesla loaner. So that worked out fairly well. A little bit older generation. I think it was a Model S60 for battery capacity, but good enough for the running around town that I was going to do. Along with that loaner, you don't have to pay for supercharging, which was fair for me, especially my car's a 2016, and my supercharging is free for the life of the car, no matter who owns it. As you can see, with the items they said in the quote that they were going to replace, they only ended up replacing the rear drive motor and some assorted things that go along with that. They weren't specific and detailing it, but it was all covered under warranty. So the cost ended up being absolutely nothing, which was great, except for the car is still not fixed. As you saw with the charging today, it's still really slow. If you go on a trip and you do multiple superchargings in one day, it gets progressively slower than it is now. So it was painstaking to be over an hour to get from 10% to 90%. It is double that once you get into that second or third charging in that 24-hour period. Sometimes you need to get to 90% to get to the next charging station. So it's not like you're charging up to 90% just because you want to have a little extra. That's getting there with only 5 to 8%. So it almost makes the car useless for anything other than commuting. I've heard rumors and I've seen YouTube videos where they ramp down the charging rate of the battery to preserve the battery for warranty purposes. I don't think that is something that is correct, that they should be able to do that. Hopefully that's not the case. If it's a battery issue, fine, that's still under warranty. Whatever the problem is with the car, at this point, I just want to get it fixed, if it's warranty issue or not warranty issue. I have an appointment for the car to go back to Tesla service in the next week or so. So I will be giving you an update, letting you know what's going on with the car. Until then, like I said, I still love my Tesla. and I will continue with the brand as long as they continue to try to work with the problem. Hopefully you liked the content of this video. If you found it helpful, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.